Happy Friday and welcome to another amazing Power Rangers Fan First Friday live stream. We are so excited to be here today with some really awesome news to share with you, our beloved fans in Ranger Nation, all of our friends out there. So this is going to be amazing. I'm Emily from the product marketing team, and today I am joined by...
Hey everyone, I'm Paul. I'm from the franchise marketing team. And as Emily said, we're so excited to be here with all of you today. And we know that this Sunday is Valentine's Day. And because we love you guys so much, we wanted to give you a special Valentine's Day present in the form of a Fan First Friday.
Yeah. I love that we keep timing our Fan First Fridays to happen right before holidays. I really feel like we have the best theming of all of the action brands when we do this, just because we keep getting such great dates to use.
100%.
So that being said, we have so much cool stuff to cover today. So just to give you kind of a rundown of what to expect from the stream, we are going to start with some really cool franchise updates. We are going to do Lightning Collection reveals and pre-orders. We are going to give you a second update on our new combining Zord assortment that we first premiered back in October at our last Fan First Friday. And then we are going to finish with, I know you've all been waiting for it, Dino Fury updates.
Yes. But before we kick it over to Emily and the team for some awesome reveals, I wanted to update you all on some news across the Power Rangers franchise. So first up in publishing, this past fall, Boom Studios brought their flagship Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic book series to an end after 55 amazing issues and relaunched with not one but two flagship comic book series called Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. To commemorate and celebrate the epic first 5 years, Boom offered fans an opportunity to pre-order a complete 6-volume set of the entire Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series in one of 3 new collectible sets, and this is all via Kickstarter. So a massive thank you to the over 1,500 fans who contributed and raised over $800,000 and unlocked 7 stretch goals. So there's a lot of amazing things that the donors unlocked for this, and so they are in for a treat.
That's
and
amazing.
Then in gaming news, Power Rangers, they were hitting goals left and right. It was incredible to watch. And so in some gaming news, Power Rangers Dino Thunder Red Ranger Connor McKnight makes his way into Power Rangers Legacy Wars, our mobile game. So he's the first character to release with not one, but 3 breakers in his moveset, giving him some sick combo opportunities. So he'll be a great addition to your roster of Rangers with his unique animations and a quick assist that's a great setup for your fighters. He just released in the game earlier this week, so let's check out his character trailer. Yes, that was awesome.
Great.
So Dino Thunder is one of my favorite seasons. So I'm so excited to see him in game. And as you guys know, Valentine's Day is nearly here. So check out Legacy Wars for some special in-game offers starting soon. And to add more to that, Power Pass owners in Legacy Wars, get excited because the next skin available in the Corruption Zone will be a helmetless Ranger Slayer. So she's awesome, and I can't wait to play as her. So Power Rangers Legacy Wars, just a reminder, is from Enway. It's free to play on iOS and Android devices, and if you haven't already, download and play today. This game's now over 3 years old, and I'm still playing it. I love this game so much. And then to just kind of touch upon some of our news from our licensees, the first Power Rangers character in the Super Cyborg line from Super 7. So this Megazord figure is a fully clear with metallic deco on its chest, allowing you to see the inner workings of this mighty machine. So this Megazord, he's 11 inches tall with 9 points of articulation, and he has all of the Power Rangers visible inside his clear plastic shell. This has highly detailed sculpting both inside and out, and this clear variant of the Super Cyborg Megazord action figure will be available soon with a full color version coming this summer. And then in early April, we'll also see the first wave of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 3 3/4 scale reaction figures. So here's your first look at the two of the first figures in this line, the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger. So the rest of the wave includes Rita Repulsa, Pudgy Pig, Putty Patroller, and the Megazord. And more Rangers and villains are planned for 2 additional waves coming later in 2021. So I actually was in a meeting right before this, and I just got a sneak peek at the characters coming out soon, and they are definitely fan favorites. So get excited about that. And then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers will also be hitting Super 7's Ultimates line later this year, so stay tuned for more news on that. And then my last piece of news, and this is exciting. So we know that there has been a lot of chatter surrounding Power Rangers Library leaving Netflix. Well, I'm happy to say that you can still watch Mighty Morphin seasons 1 through 3, Ninja Steel, Super Ninja Steel, and Beast Morphers, with the last half of the season dropping soon. In addition, Dino Fury will be premiering on Netflix later this year. So that being said, I'm so excited to share that we started rolling out full episodes of Power Rangers seasons on our YouTube channel, starting with Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge on the Power Rangers Kids channel, and the reversion season of MMPR on our main channel. So we'll be rolling out more seasons, so let us know in the comments what seasons you want to see next. We're so excited to be bringing Power Rangers episodes to fans for free on YouTube and introducing them to new ones all over the world. So a lot of updates. Emily, I know you love Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers. What's your favorite season of Power Rangers, and what would you like to see on our YouTube channel?
Ooh, well, I'm very excited that everything's coming to YouTube. I think that it's going to be really fun to be able to kind of to have more people have access to it, which I think will be fantastic. In terms of my favorite seasons, I really like In Space. There's just something about Astronema that I find absolutely fantastic. Could be the hair, could be the vibe, it's something in there. But I also think that somehow RPM would be really fun to have on YouTube. I'm not sure. How about you?
Yeah, no, RPM is, I know, a fan favorite season. In Space is awesome. I'm going to go a little bit off and say maybe Mystic Force, bring back a Power Ranger in a cape. We'd love to see it.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, so like I said, let us know in the comments what seasons you want to see come to YouTube. And yeah, so that's it for me right now. And I will be back later to talk about Dino Fury. So stay tuned.
Amazing. Well, so I am so excited about all of the franchise updates. I think that all of this is going to be very cool. Very excited to see which seasons show up on YouTube next. I think it'll be very fun to see each time something new comes out. But up next, we have some really amazing Lightning Collection reveals. I know that you've been waiting to see what's in Wave 9. There's a lot of speculation going around, but we are here to put the rumors to rest. Wave 9 is being revealed today. So, as usual, all of the Lightning Collection items that we will be revealing today, all 4 of them, will be available for pre-order starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's right, 1 p.m. Eastern today. It's going to be amazing.
So we are very excited to reveal the next wave of our Lightning Collection figures. So joining me today is product designer Loretta. Hi, Loretta. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Hey, no problem. Always great to see your face.
Oh, well, with that wonderful friendship vibe. So Paul mentioned, almost Valentine's Day. Thought I'd do a little something special for you. So I thought I'd ask you if you wouldn't mind being my platonic workplace Valentine this year.
Heck yes.
Well, I was really hoping that you would say that. So I asked our friend Kayla over on the creative team to help me design a couple of Valentines that you may enjoy. And remember when we were little and you had to give Valentines out in elementary school and you had to like give them out to everyone and they were really cheesy and punny and kind of like awful, but in an amazing way?
Oh yeah, I have some of those even now because those are amazing. I love a good pun.
Excellent. Well, get ready to have your socks knocked off because here are 3 really amazing puns for you. Number 1, my heart is ablaze for you. Get it? Because Blaze from Beast Morphers.
Blazing hot Valentine right there.
Like no matter how many times I see these, they always make me laugh. So good. And then up next, You Make My Heart Sparkle, featuring the metallic pink ranger, who I like to lovingly refer to as the Sparkle Time Ranger because I think that she's absolutely fantastic. When I was in first grade, the first crush that I can ever remember was on the MMPR Pink Ranger. So like this holds a very special place in my heart. And my personal favorite, I Sphinx, I'm in love with you, featuring our friend King Sphinx.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's my favorite right there. But it's no surprise that the monster's my favorite.
Right? But there's something so good about having these villains where it's like, look at this cheesy message of romance, but really they're just supposed to be terrorizing whichever ranger team they're ganging up on that season. So
For
great.
sure, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed them. Thank you for being my Valentine this year.
Oh, for sure. Can I get those somewhere? Because I would love to send those out.
Oh my God, totally. So for those of you at home, if you would like to send these out, also if Loretta would like to send these out, I can email you these. I can't email them to everybody, but they will be available on the Pulse social channels later today.
I'll be passing those around.
Excellent. And so now, should we get ready to do some lightning reveals?
Yeah, let's do it. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us here on another Fan First Friday, and I'm super excited to show you what we have today. So let's take it away.
Shall we go to the bridge, as they say, with Cadet Bridge Carson from SPD, the SPD Green Ranger.
Bridging the gap. Yeah. See, I told you, I love it.
So good.
A terrible pun. Yeah, so here we have Bridge as his first original form in the Green Ranger outfit. He does become multiple colors of these Rangers. So this is his first appearance as the Green Ranger for SPD. And this is the, I want to say, 4th SPD Ranger that we have released. Okay, so I'm really excited about this portrait. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty clearly. We were able to capture that really kind of sly smirk that he always has. That's my favorite part about about this portrait. Adds a little extra pizzazz and personality to him. This wave in particular, I am very proud of the team's work on getting these portraits. They all look really awesome. So as we walk through, I will explain a little more. But Bridge in particular, his snarky little nature comes across in this one, and I think that's what's really exciting. But of course, he comes with all his other awesome accessories.
Oh yeah, his Delta Morpher, multiple modes of the Delta Max Striker, like the other SPD figures. So he is all maxed out and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, who's up next? Ooh, next, we're going to take a trip to space, specifically to hang out with the Black Space Ranger. That's right, Carlos making an appearance on the team.
So it's not a surprise to a lot of people watching if they have seen PulseCon that In Space is one of my favorite seasons. And Carlos, again, one of my favorite Rangers. I'm super excited about this portrait as well. He looks so great. Look at that. Look, it could be my head. That's how like it is. It's just such a great accurate portrait. We have him donning his ponytail version. He does have a lot of different hairstyles throughout his career as a ranger. So this was a pretty classic one. And he has this really cool
I love
blast
the
effect
hair.
that clips onto his leg and his staff. Yeah.
It's so good. Connor McKnight and his like early 2000s boy band hair, I'm way into too.
And of course, I mean, Tommy has like 5 hairstyles. There's everyone. We have a great collection of hair throughout the Ranger career. I think we should like lump them together and have a sweet hairband pack or something, because it's just we have a lot to work with.
I would totally buy that. That sounds amazing. And so for accessories, Carlos comes with his lunar lamps, his Astro Blaster, and then blast effects. And you know the drill with all of these guys. Premium articulation, or premium deco, amazing articulation, superposable. Like, add him to your collection. He looks great. Our next friend is going to be the Galaxy Blue Ranger from Lost Galaxy. That's right. Kai Chen, second in command of the Galaxy Rangers, first in our hearts. Ooh, that was really cheesy. That goes right along with the Valentine's Day puns.
That was perfect. No, that was great. So he's our second Lost Galaxy Ranger to be released. He, of course, he comes with the saber and the dagger. He also comes with his Cosmoclaw. You can see it there. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. And again,
that is such a sweet accessory.
Come on. Look at this hair, guys.
So good.
Okay,
so good.
I'm a little too excited. But yeah, I feel like this lineup, again, this wave, we have some really great portraits, really great hair, really great likeness. You know, that was a promise I made to you guys, and I'm trying really hard to make sure that we can deliver on the likeness of these guys, and I'm just so excited about them.
I mean, I might be a little bit biased, but I think that these portraits look absolutely amazing. Like the level of detail that your team is able to get on these things is phenomenal. And like as a marketer, I don't have a lot of artistic skills, let's say. So I find stuff like this just wildly impressive.
So one of the things worth mentioning was this wave is the first one that we fully created while in quarantine, working remotely from home. So we were, it was definitely challenging and kind of weird, because we would, you know, lots of meetings, but and lots of FaceTiming and Zoom calls and Teams meetings, things like that, just to connect us and make sure we're all aligned on how everything was looking. And yeah, lots of streaming of the series to make sure we get all those details just right for you guys.
I mean, that's awesome. And I think that it's so incredible the things that people have been able to figure out that they can do at home. Like if somebody had asked us a year ago if we could make toys completely working from our homes, like none of us would have said yes. But I think that the way that we've all come together as a team is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I actually feel like that has made maybe our product a little bit better. There's something, even it gives us more time to kind of sit with it and make it better than ever. And again, there's something about being home, but having this kind of face-to-face contact where we, I don't know, it's becoming more personal. So, you know, we're trying to bring everything to life for you, and we're hearing you, and welcome into our homes now, you know?
Literally.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we have one more figure, and like I think that all of our figures are really cool, but there is something really, really special about this next guy that's coming up. So this one's a little bit of a curveball from the typical Ranger, but we would like to present to you the MMPR Tango Warrior henchman of MMPR Season 3. And this figure is so cool. You like, oh my gosh, the first time I've seen pictures of it, and it's really cool in the pictures, but holding it in your hand is really something special.
It's safe to say I have a soft spot for monsters and villains. They just have so much character. Like, I don't know. Again, there wouldn't be Rangers without these guys. So I was really excited to work on this. I was able to bring a lot of really cool detail into these figures. One of the things we did was we did this really awesome metallic dry brushing paint on it. So you get the very realistic effect of those black feathers that you see in the entertainment. Also, we have a little bit of gold dry brushing on the armor as well. This beak, let me move his arm a little bit. His beak actually moves, which is super cool. But it just, I mean, check out this paint job. I mean, it's just so cool. I love all the detail. He's creepy. I mean, a giant Birdman chasing after you would be pretty creepy. But
Oh, totally.
he's just awesome. Like, please somebody cosplay as this dude because he's just so cool. And we also added this. Yeah, right. We also added kind of a pearlescent. It's hard to see on the screen, but it's a pearlescent lightning blast effect, as well as his Tanga egg is also a kind of pearlescent oversprayed item. He looks really great, and especially like you can see these dudes will go toe to toe. Super cool. He's a big dude.
And I love that he's
as you want your villain to be.
He's in scale, but he's like hulking and bulky, but like he really gives off that vibe of like this is a bad dude who is coming for you, but in like the coolest way possible.
Oh, for sure, because he's a cool, even though he's a villain, he's a cool villain. And another thing, I don't know if you guys can tell or have noticed while we've been talking, but I have the short version of these wings on here. It's kind of like the collapsed version, and over there you can see that Emily has our like wide expanded wings. Check that out. Yeah, so he actually comes with two sets of wings. So you can really pose him out however you want.
Like, how awesome would this look on your shelf? Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's one of my personal favorites. Again, this wave I think is just really exciting. Some unique characters, really great portraits. Really try to add in all those special details and nuggets for you guys.
Well, I think that you guys did an amazing job, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. One of the things that we totally forgot to mention at the beginning of the segment is great news. All of these pre-orders are going live at 1 p.m. Eastern time today. So starting at 1 p.m., check out your favorite retailers. You should be able to get these available for pre-order, which I think is very exciting. Which figure are you guys most excited about from this wave? Let us know in the chat so that we can see your comments. I mean, we do read them. We think that they're really helpful. So thank you so much for providing feedback and telling us the good things we do, the things that we can keep working on. And we make these figures for you. So we want to make sure that you're happy with them. I think that this wave is really great, and I can't wait to add it to my collection.
For sure. Thank you guys so much for having me. It's always really great to get to talk to you and tell you a little more about the product that we're working on, and hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Loretta. We did some really amazing Lightning Collection reveals. This is great. I mean, you may have been able to tell from the video, but I'm a little biased. I'm really excited about the Tango Warrior. Like, this thing is really cool. The Rangers are great. Don't get me wrong. They're lovely. They're amazing. But there's like something really special about this cool bird monster guy. Speaking of things that are special and cool and a little interesting, do you remember back in October, the last Fan First Friday we did, we introduced you to this new line for kids that we're doing called the Combining Zords. So we showed you gray models. We gave you a little bit of insight into what some of those Dino Fury Zords will look like. Well, we are ready to show you the next step in our process. So we are currently in the prototyping process for these. So we have color models. We're really excited to show them to you. And to help me kind of show these guys off, we have another special guest. Please welcome John Warden.
Hey, Emily, it's nice to see you. So true story, when I was in high school, I really, really liked that Carlos figure because it's relatable, because I actually had that, I was rocking the same ponytail look.
Oh, I would really like to see a picture of that.
I can't say it was especially cool, but I thought it was cool at the time, and that's all that matters, I guess.
I feel like that's kind of what all of our high school experiences were.
Yeah, I think a lot of us. Isn't it amazing the work that Loretta and Corey are able to pull off nowadays? It's really amazing. This stuff just looks so good.
It's absolutely incredible. I'm so impressed, especially like if you compare them to like the action figures that I grew up playing with in the 90s, like the level of realism that these things can achieve now is incredible.
Yeah, it's wild, and the faces look great. They're using that new inkjet technology on the faces, and it just looks terrific. But I have to say, I'm a little jealous. Those awesome Valentines you gave Loretta, like, what gives? Where's the beef?
Ooh, well, you know what? I thought that you might be a little sad that you didn't get a Valentine, so I actually saved a couple for you if you'd like them.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's see. Let's see.
You have to remember they're full of delightfully cheesy puns.
Oh, that's the only kind of good pun.
Excellent. Well, I have two really great Valentines for you that Kayla also designed. Props to Kayla. She did an amazing job with these. So for your first Valentine, Your Love's Got Me Seeing Double featuring the Putty Patrollers. Exactly
I get
the kind of guys you want to see.
it. Yeah, although if you're a ranger, that's the last thing you want to see is double of those
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
Those guys never stuck
absolutely.
around for long anyway, you know.
And I mean, they did fun dances, so at least they had that perk.
You know, you could almost say on that one too, like you make something about my heart is putty in your hands or something.
Ooh, that's good. That's great. That could be our alternate.
You know,
Oh my God, amazing.
I love Valentine's Day. It's fantastic.
There was a really good meeting where we just sat around and came up with Power Rangers themed puns that were cheesy enough to put on Valentine's, and it was really the highlight of my week when we did that. And then for your second Valentine, we have I Think You're Dynamite, featuring Dino Thunder Red Ranger.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, you know, I love Dino Thunder Red. He's fantastic. This is great. You know, and it's a great segue into the world of Megazords. But you know, I heard that you have a favorite Megazord, so I did a drawing for you last night, and it's the Ninja Falcon Megazord, and
Oh my
it
God,
says,
it's so cool!
it's Ninja Falcon Valentine Zord time. Your pal John. So I have to run to the post office a little bit later, so I'm gonna pop this in the mail for you.
You have no idea how happy that makes my heart. Thank you. What an amazing Valentine's Day. That is gonna go right on the fridge next to all the magnets that have pictures of my dog on them.
That's fantastic. That's great. So as fans of Dino Fury have already seen in some of our last videos, Dino Fury is packed with some awesome Zords. So I wanted to take one moment to give a shout out to our mega talented designer, Jordan, who you guys just met in one of our previous videos, and also our friend Locke, who lives in Hong Kong. Both of these guys, partnering around the world during quarantine, were able to bring to life some of the coolest Megazords I think this brand has ever seen. And part of that is because they are both such genuine Power Rangers fans, and they are both huge Robot and Megazord fans. You can really see their passion come through in these new Megazord toys that I'm ready to share. But you know, it's because of the fact that these guys grew up with it and they love it that they're adding so much detail and everything else to these figures. So I'm ready to share this awesome Zord Link system. It's going to be amazing.
Cool. Oh my gosh, this is great. And I got a sample of this in the mail so that John and I both got samples so that we could show them. And I didn't realize how cool it was until I had my hands on it. Like this thing is, I was like, okay, Zords, you know, more Zords. But this is really something special. So we're very excited to show you. So speaking of my kind of initial, you know, more Zords, what makes these Zord toys different than other ones that we've made in the past for previous seasons?
Well, there's a couple of major things that we're just trying to philosophically do differently and really take a close look at how we make these toys. First of all, it's the details. You know, there's all sorts of great details on these Zords. And if I am, let me kind of put it close to the camera here. You can see that the design team really has gone in there and with a fine-tooth comb really made all sorts of extra details and made these even more detailed and complex than you'd even see in the animated or in the animations in the live action show. And even right down to like these little spikes on the back, they're nice and detailed and sharp, but they're safe for our youngest consumers. You know, and they come apart, which is awesome, which is a big part of what you see in the show, and kids can replicate that. But, you know, the combination is just the beginning of it. What I think the design team's also done is they've added a whole new level of articulation. So you'll see, not only do you get rocker joints this way, but you get actually hip motion. You can listen to that awesome crackling. I don't know if you could hear it with my audio or not, but there's awesome ratcheting joints. You've got ankle rocker. You've got ankle rocker articulation. And then even like some of this torso action that is free because of the way this thing morphs, you're able to really strike some awesome poses. But one of my favorite things is we've added articulation to the heads, and I can show you more on those later, but you can actually rotate the heads and have them look down in slight angles and stuff. And you get these really awesome poses. But the best thing of all is the customizability. You know, what I was talking about is this. These are actually the most customizable Zords we've ever done. And this new Zord Link system allows even our youngest fans the ability to make the cool Megazord combos and the formations that they see in the show. Or, you know, best of all, it lets parents, maybe older fans of the Rangers, and these new Ranger fans who are kids team up to make some of the awesome combinations from their own imaginations. You know, just imagine the possibilities if you had an entire collection of these guys. You're able to break them apart into their individual components and snap them together in really cool and interesting new ways. You know, like this guy's tail comes off, it splits open, and you're able to have a piece of armor that then you can place onto the chest of the big guy. So you can say you can snap this guy's T-Rex face off, and then in a snap you've got a brand new character that is riffing right off of the awesome formations that the Power Rangers use to defeat the monsters in the show. So it's a lot of fun.
So on that note, amazing segue. This assortment will be sold. So you have 5 Zords total, but they'll be sold in 3 different packages. So the red Zord will be his own package. The pink and green Zords will be sold in one package together. And then the blue and black Zords will be sold in one package together. So what that will tell you is that with all of these different pieces that you'll be able to break apart, you can make amazing Zords. So you can make screen accurate Zords, such as the Dino Fury Megazord Warrior Formation, which is kind of bonkers cool. Like there's a lot going on, and I'm really here for it. This is definitely awesome. A maximalist Zord. This is not a minimalist Zord, but like, look at how cool this is. But all of these pieces come apart, so you can also make other show accurate Zords, or you can make Zords totally in your own imagination. So I will actually disassemble this guy while John is talking and make a different Megazord to show you how it works. So on that note, what do you think is the most challenging part of creating a toy that is actually made to be disassembled and then reassembled? Because it seems like it would be way more complicated than just a toy that kind of exists only in the form that it is in.
So it's really a balancing act of clutch power, ergonomics, customizability, and play. So we want to make sure that this thing is fun, and you can, in every single one of the purchases, you can make something meaningful. So in the 2 packs of like, let's say the pink and the green Zord, the Tiger Claw Zord and the Ankylo Hammer Zord, we've actually included these extra. So Jordan designed these awesome extra modular components that sort of look like an arm, but they're actually kind of like a universal brick that allow you to expand this thing as much as you want. There's extra little snap-on drill pieces, and every piece comes apart, so you're able to mix and match. And I think that's really the ability of this freeform building system. It's great for both young fans, but also old fans of the Rangers to play and customize together. The trick, though, is when you design something that's easy for a young kid, you have to also have that balance to make sure that it's aspirational enough for your older kids and fans, and that's where the detail and all of those other small nuanced details really come into play, because you don't want this to feel too simplistic, but you also don't want it to be too complicated. And I think that's where the design team really found the happy medium with this new Zord Link system.
I would agree. I think that I think part of the fun with this is also figuring out exactly where things can go and what you can make happen. So like on this guy so far, I've changed his head out.
Whoa.
I've put on new shoulder pieces. I'm working on his sword arm. But there's like I know the combinations aren't actually endless, but it feels like there's a really large combination of different amazing things that you can do with this. So even not having him fully decked out, like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And I think, that's the fun of a mashup toy like this, is you can do all sorts of crazy things that it's anything you want to do in your imagination. So the play value is here, and that it's not just a toy that you take out of the box, you play once or twice with. You're able to just keep the fun going by just increasing all of these wacky combos. And if you have let's say you're hanging out with your buddy and he or she has another set of green cats, you can team up and have 2 green cats combine onto the red Zord, and you can get double the awesome green power on this guy. It's really fun. It's very open-ended. Nice
Well, my guy's a little top heavy now, but he's looking really cool. I like this almost looks like a butterfly shield. I'm like way into it. I can twist his feet around if we wanted to have dynamite. But there's so many different things that you can do with it, which I think is really cool. But one of the other really cool things is all of these come with keys. So can you tell us a little bit more about the head combos with the keys?
Sure. So as part of Dino Fury, the Rangers, one of the things that gives them power are these awesome keys that they find, and each one of them has unique, Megazord power, but also Morpher powers. So you can see here that you can, with a snap, pull them out of the Megazord, and you can swap them out with any of these other keys, and as Emily mentioned, every one of these items is going to come with a corresponding key for every Zord. So for the Tricera Blade Zord and the Stego Spike Zord, check out how cool these heads are. So, one of the things I've always felt in robot design is that the head of the robot is the soul of the robot. It's really where the personality comes through. So we took extra care in making sure that these not only are really detailed, but also really well painted. And you can see that every single one of these guys has really great articulation. So you can actually, get some pretty awesome but subtle poses with these big robots. And every key is 2-sided. So when you flip them over, and you can remove the back of the head like this, you can see that there's actually a sculpted knight inside. And then this element can actually fit into the Morpher. But on the inside of this, our designer Locke in Hong Kong really he went to the next level, and he added a tiny secret surprise. Check out. It's a tiny itsy bitsy Ranger inside of the back of the head, going crazy and doing awesome power up moves. To me, it's little Easter eggs like this that make this enchanting for both young fans and older fans, because it's all about that discovery. And there's Zato in there doing his thing, and it's just exciting to be able to do that. But then also, like, if you have a Morpher, let's power up.
Oh, so coincidentally, look who has a Morpher. So in order to get the key in the Morpher, you take your key, as John showed you, you take the head piece off of the back, so the little piece with the Ranger goober, so that now the back of your key is flat. So then what you do is you take this, take your Morpher, there's a slot for the key to go in, stick it in the slot. Oh, it turned itself on, and now you have amazing new sound effects for when you use your Morpher. This one sounds like elastic. It's very silly.
Yeah, it's elastic power.
This
Green
is great.
Ranger has elastic power.
And so one of the things that you
My
can
favorite
do
is the red. The
figure
Red
out.
Ranger has the firepower.
Oh, that one's great. I wonder if I can preview that noise. Okay, so we take our key. I'm getting really good at this. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
That Red Ranger power.
Amazing. This is so good. Okay, so I'm loving all of this. I think that it's amazing and a great addition to our line. I think that this element of creativity and play is so important. Do you think that we'll make more of these combining Zords in the future? Can you see this being the only 5 that we make?
So without, obviously spoiling any secrets of the new series, I can say that one of the coolest parts of this new Dino Fury show is that all these awesome Zords and power-ups can be found by the Rangers along the way. And these 5 Zords, the main Zords of the different Dino Fury Rangers, are just the beginning. There's power-ups that they encounter, there's other keys that they encounter, and I have to say that my personal favorite is the Mosa Razor Zord that's in the show. You can see this guy in action. It's epic. I don't know how else to describe it. So I think that's part of the fun of designing these things. It's a system, and so it invites fans and kids alike to collect them and to have fun with them and really unlock the possibilities of their own imagination.
Such as, but not limited to, this. If your imagination looks anything like mine, check out that sword that you totally wouldn't want to use in battle, but looks really cool.
And you can actually, part of the series is that these are relatively simple to morph. So you can, with just a few simple actions, you're able to, change this character from a robot to an awesome Zord. And you could hear those awesome clicking, ratcheting joints.
So satisfying.
It is super satisfying. And then, just you rotate these bad boys up, and with a snap of a tail, you've got yourself an awesome T-Rex Zord. And pile on some of these awesome bricks and other epic accessories, and you can build it your way. You can do whatever you want. Slam it down on here. You can add vertically from the sideways. You could have this thing the biggest, baddest T-Rex, Power Rangers, Dino Fury T-Rex you could ever imagine, and just have a big epic battle with your parents in the living room. I'm excited to play with my kid with these things, and I'm excited to be able to share this with all of the Power Rangers Rangerverse out there.
Fabulous. Oh, and look, and one of the things that I like is that a lot of these have connectors on multiple sides so that you can really kind of change up the experience just by changing what side you're connecting them on. Now he's tall. A little less threatening looking, but definitely taller. So this has been absolutely amazing. Everybody who's watching Ranger Nation, which Zord are you most excited to see on screen in Dino Fury? We have these 5 new amazing Zords to choose from. What are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments. We always love to hear from you. And John, thank you so much for joining me today and for hanging out, talking Zords. My Valentine drawing. Oh my God, I'm so excited to put that on my fridge.
Thanks. Here it is.
Oh, so amazing. Like I do not have any of that talent. So as I was mentioning to Loretta, always very impressed with those who do. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm sure I'll see you in a meeting on Monday.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Have a nice weekend, everybody.
Amazing. So that is all for toy news. Please remember that those Lightning Collection figures that you saw will be available for pre-order starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time today. Amazing. But now we have some really amazing Dino Fury entertainment news. So I am going to kick it over to Paul.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks, John. Those Megazords and Zords look awesome. I'm so excited to build all the combinations. And that Lightning Collection looks sick. That Tangle Warrior is, I think, maybe my new, definitely top 3 favorite Lightning Collection figures that have come out. So that being said, let's talk Dino Fury. So I'm so excited for this new season. I've been working on Power Rangers for a while now, and I can confidently say that Dino Fury, I've seen the first, few completed episodes. Dino Fury is truly my favorite season that I have worked on. So I just can't say that enough. So last Friday, IGN dropped the exclusive trailer and first peek at Dino Fury. So let's take a look.
When an ancient evil is unleashed, only a brand new team of Power Rangers can stop it. It's Morphin time! With Dino-powered weapons! Dino Fury power! Savage new Zords! And powerful new Megazords! Don't miss all new episodes packed with prehistoric power in Power Rangers Dino Fury. Saturday mornings at 8, only on Nick.
Wow, that was awesome. Actually, on Twitter, I think someone said it was Dino-tastic. So I'm going to say that was Dino-tastic. So in addition, we also got our first behind-the-scenes look at our new Ranger team in their Power Ranger suits. So here's them in spandex. They look great. I'm so excited for all of you to get to know this awesome new cast. If you haven't already, make sure you're following them all on social. Go to our Instagram page. They're tagged in the cast picture that we posted, and just make sure you follow them. They're a lot of fun. I think you guys are really going to enjoy them this year. Now for some news you haven't seen yet. First up is the debut of this awesome new Dino Fury poster. Our creative team did such an amazing job on all, not just this, but all the artwork this season. So shout out to Jonathan and team. You guys are awesome. This poster looks incredible. It looks dino-tastic. And yeah, so that'll be up on our socials later. You can grab that, do whatever you want with it. It'll be exciting. And then now, guys, a question for all the viewers at home. What really makes Power Rangers Power Rangers? It's not the spandex. It's not the big rubber monster suits. It, of course, is an awesome new theme song. So without further ado, here's your first look at the opening title sequence and theme song for Power Rangers Dino Fury. Okay, you know what? That song was a banger. I
So
love
good.
it, and something tells me you're going to be seeing another version of that opening title sequence very soon. That's my bad excuse as a wink because I don't know how to wink properly. Anyways, now that Emily's back, you know what? That was only 30 seconds. Let's watch it again. Hit it, guys. Oh my God.
So good. Having the dinos back just like adds something great. Also, the mysterious purple guy, so into it.
Oh, this is too much to handle.
So great. I love the dino head with the fire coming out of his mouth at the end. Like, so good.
Yes. That, guys, that was awesome. Dino Fury's awesome. We are so excited for you guys to see it. Just a reminder, it premieres Saturday, February 20th on Nickelodeon at 8 a.m. Eastern and Pacific. By the way, that is next Saturday, everyone. Next Saturday. Set a reminder in your phone, write it on a Post-it, do whatever you need to do, but watch Dino Fury next Saturday because it is going to be awesome.
We are so excited to watch the premiere of Dino Fury. I know that it's totally okay if that is the only thing on your mind right now. But don't forget, you remember those really cool Lightning Collection figures we saw earlier? They are going to be available for pre-order today, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time at Pulse and other major retailers. So don't forget to get your pre-orders in. This wave is really cool, and you're definitely going to want to add it to your collection. Also, don't forget, comment on the video to let us know which figures from the wave you're most excited about, which of the Zords from Dino Fury you're most excited to see on screen. Because let's be real, those Zords are really cool looking. And as always, don't forget to like our video to let us know that you enjoyed it and to subscribe to the Pulse channel. We do a lot of really cool stuff here at Hasbro with all of our action brands. We really want to make sure that you are able to stay up to the loop or up to date in the loop with all of the amazing things that we do across all of our teams. So in order to get all the best knowledge, make sure you subscribe.
And if you want to watch that opening title sequence and listen to that theme song again, head over right now to comicbook.com where you can watch it for the next hour. And then you'll see it live on our social channels and YouTube channels. So that being said, this has been truly a Dino-tastic Fan First Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone, and a happy Valentine's Day, and go Power Rangers! Yeah! Bye, everyone!
Happy Valentine's Day! Bye, everybody!